Everyone. Excited to have everyone on here. A couple of seconds and we will get started. Well, welcome everyone. Oh, recording's going. All right, welcome everyone. I've got the recording going. I think we're live on Facebook. I hope that it's all working. My name is Maria Williams and I'm super excited to be here with you tonight, sharing this information. If you have been invited by someone, well, this is for you. Welcome. I hope that I'm able to educate you a little bit on these breakthrough products and science that we have and the opportunity linked to it. How I got started in this 11 years ago was because I had a health scare a couple of years before that. And I had taken wellness very, very, seriously and started learning a lot. And I wanted to take control of my health. And so I got very, very knowledgeable on antioxidants and how they would reduce free radicals in our body. And then when around 2008 and 9, my bad economy, my husband's department where he worked totally got eliminated. I was in human resources in the manufacturing industry. And so he found something on we lived on the East Coast and we moved all the way to the West Coast. And I told him I'll move, but one thing, I'm not working anymore because I never saw my boys. They were 9 and 11 at the time. And we were moving to an area that I didn't know anyone. And that I didn't have any friends, any family to help me. And I worked 50, 60, 70 hours a week. I never saw my boys growing up. And I found this as my opportunity to be a present mom, right? I just wanted to be around. I wanted to, be with them. And so I was home for about a year. And it was funny because I told my husband that I wanted to go back to Massachusetts more often. I wanted to see my mom and dad. My family was all there. My friends were all there. And he said, sure, honey, we'll put you on a budget so you can save money to go. So I was like, whoa, like the honeymoon is over, right? I had my year off. I knew I had to do something, right? I wanted to bring some extra income into our family, but I knew what I didn't want. I didn't know what I wanted, but I knew what I didn't want. I did not ever want to work 50, 60, 70 hours again in a very stressful job that I had. I wanted something different. I didn't know what it was. But my neighbor came over and showed me an ABC investigative report. And from the little knowledge that I knew about wellness and the research that I had done to get my body healthier, this just blew my mind. And that's what I'm going to talk about today to you. And, all this is if you can fall in love with the science, fall in love with these products and be able to share it with people, there's an amazing opportunity here. You may just want to hear about this science and these products and just be a customer. So look, it doesn't matter wherever you're at, right? That's just how it goes. I didn't know what I would do with this. I knew that I wanted to take these products and then we were going to go from there and see what would happen, right? I'm going to share my screen with you so I can stay on track. Here I am as a pro 9 in this business, and I will explain that to you a little bit later on. It doesn't matter right now. First things first, our products aren't intended to cure, treat, or prevent any disease or mitigate any disease. And anything I talk about income, income is based on, the effort that you put in. So everyone is different. So it all depends on, what effort you put in, whatever you get out of it. That's nothing different like anything in life. That's just the way it goes, right? So we're going to level up your life here by taking control of your health and potentially your bank account. How did all of this start? Well, it started with an ABC investigative report. That's what my neighbor came over and shared with me, this ABC investigative report. And if you haven't seen it yet, I urge you to get back to the person that invited you and say, hey, show me that ABC. Even though that aired in 2005, it doesn't matter. It still was talking about this breakthrough technology that we have our hands on. And they actually did a great job of describing it very simply, right? And so it is worthwhile going back and seeing, because this is where the science began. This is where the scientific community heard about this and said, whoa, we need to get our hands on it. Why? Because the scientist, Dr. Joe McCord, who discovered SOD, which is a molecule, an antioxidant enzymes. He discovered it in the 60s. He actually got the Elliott Crescent Award for this discovery. Other people that have gotten this Elliott Crescent Award is Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Graham Bell, the Wright brothers for the airplane, the telephone, the bell, right? Thomas Edison for the light. So you can see the caliber of people that have gotten this Elliott Crescent Award for these major discoveries that have changed the course of the world, right? And this was one of those major discoveries, right? Why? Because SOD can fight off, can get rid of 1 million free radicals per second every second of the day. And why is that important? Because that helps the body, helps fight the effects of aging, right? Free radicals are what damages our body. And so it's super important to find something to fight that off so that can help the aging process, right? So he went to work and put together, and in 2003 Protandim NRF2 was born and launched, right? The little yellow activator, we call it, right? Because it's not a supplement, it's activating your body. It's activating your body to do the healing, right, that it needs to do. And your body's what's in charge. And I love that. So it got developed in 2003. It was on Wall Street Journal. And so ABC Primetime got a hold of that, and they contacted and they wanted to do an investigative report. So they were coming in to investigate this, right? Usually they try to debunk the company, and they couldn't. John Quinones gives his own blood, and what happens to his blood is that free radical damage. Another word for it is oxidative stress, and I'm going to explain what that is in a second. But think of oxidation, rust on metal, right? So he gave his blood and got on the little yellow activator, and his oxidative stress came down 45% in 2 weeks. We can only claim that it can come down in oxidative stress can be reduced in 30 days, an average of 40%. So his blood work actually was much faster than that. So what happened to that company after that? They were a very small company doing $3 to $4 million. They've got a slew of inquiries wanting to buy the product. They got over $5 million of orders, I believe, and they just couldn't fulfill those orders, and they lost all that excitement. So they tried retail, but nobody knew what it was. Nobody knew what this little yellow activator sitting on the shelf. Nobody knew what it did, and the clerk at the store didn't know how to explain it. So they switched to the direct sales model in 2009. I had never done direct sales. Had I gone to home parties and bought jewelry and bought stuff from friends? Yes, but I had never been in this type of business. But what I found all this is if you can fall in love with the product and you can share it with people. So think of it. Do you share stuff with people? Do you share a book that you read? Do you share a movie? I just watched the Netflix series this weekend, and I was calling and texting my friends, and I'm like, hey, you got to watch this series. It's really cool. You're going to love it. Right? We naturally always share. And that's what direct sales is, right? We are the marketing for the company. Instead of investing tons of millions of dollars in marketing and commercials, the company manufacture it. We tell people we have a website, and they ship it direct to them. We're just the people sharing what we love to someone that we care about. That's really all it is. We are a publicly traded company, and I love that because you can go see the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? You can see everything that's happening. The best thing that I think happened when that ABC aired and people watched it is universities and prestigious medical centers began their self-funded research, their own research, because they were studying oxidative stress and they had never had anything that could reduce it by 40%. That's a huge amount. And so they were excited to see what it was going to do if you could reduce it by that amount, right? And I'll show you what it did. But let's talk about the problem. The problem is oxidative stress. Oxidation. Think of an apple. If you cut an apple and you open it up and it turns brown, that's oxidation. Bananas, right? They're usually fast. You buy some of these nice yellow bananas, put them on the counter. I was just looking at a banana. My husband bought them like a day or two ago, and it's all yellow already and brown, right? Well, it's yellow, but it's a dark yellow and brown. That's oxidation. Rust on metal, like I mentioned before, that's oxidation. What do we get it from? The foods we eat, the water we drink, the air, too much exercise, not enough exercise, environmental toxins, medications, and so much more. Every time I look at the square watermelon, no, you don't want to eat a square watermelon. That's not natural, right? That is what's causing this high oxidation in our bodies. And why is that important? Well, I want you to go look up oxidative stress and go read all about it, right? It's factual. It is what damages your cells. It's what damages and speeds up aging. Let's look at it that way, right? If a banana can turn brown in a couple of days because of oxidation, right? That's what's happening to your cells. So I want you to go to the National Library of Medicine called pubmed.gov, pubmed.gov, and type in oxidative stress. When I got started, I went back and looked the other day, and there was about 11 years ago, I think there was under 50,000 studies. Today, there's over 250,000 studies, right? So when you realize that the big problem that we are all suffering from is oxidative stress, and we are the only company in the world, the only product in the world that has the solution to that, because we used to think that fruits and vegetables, they're helpful. They absolutely are. And you should eat your fruits and vegetables. I eat all my vegetables as much as I can, but they're not enough. Why? Because we're bombarded with this free radical damage. Over 23 sextillion free radicals damage us. And here's the problem. When you take a vitamin or a special antioxidant potion or a fruit, one molecule of an antioxidant will destroy one free radical, and then the body gets rid of it, eliminates it. It's not enough. You cannot eat or drink enough antioxidants to get rid of it. So the idea is to have your body make its own antioxidant enzymes, and that's what we developed. It's called Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, an NRF2 activator. NRF2 is a protein, it's a molecule in your cell, and what it does is it goes out, it's a messenger, communicates with your body. When it goes out into the body, finds a problem, and it goes back to the cell and it talks to the cell and it says, hey cell, make more of this superoxide dismutase, this enzyme, make more of catalase, make more of glutathione. Go look up glutathione. It is one of the most important antioxidant enzymes in our body, and Protandim can increase it by 300%. And there's actually a study that this is the only dietary supplement proven to extend life in male mice. Right? Drugs, when they test drugs, they test them all on mice, and then they get them into humans, but they make sure it works on mice first. So there could be something here that could help us with our aging, right? To slow down that aging, right? To extend our lifespan. That would be pretty cool. And all that's in this is turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacoba, and ashwagandha. You can take them separately, but you're not going to have the synergistic effect. Absolutely not. We've proven it. Together in the right ratio, like baking that right perfect recipe of a cake, if it calls for 2 eggs and you decide you like eggs, you're going to add 3 or 4, that cake is not going to taste the same. It's not going to come out. And if you don't have enough eggs and you put 1 egg and it asks for 3, it's not going to be the right recipe. It's a perfect recipe that Dr. Joe McCord put together, and that created and activated the NRF2 pathway in our body. And I want you to take a look here. There's 2 significant certifications that we have, BSCG and NSF. As far as I understand, there's only about 40 supplements in the that are approved by the BSCG, and that is so professional athletes. So these 2 certifications are professional athletes, Olympians, to show that there's no steroids or performance enhancing drugs in there or anything that they can take. So they have to go on this list, and there's about 40 supplements, right? And Protandim NRF2 is one of those. That's pretty incredible, that 1 out of 40. So I want to give you the visual here of the 1-to-1 and 1,000,000-to-1, right? So dietary antioxidants are the ones you directly put into your body, you eat, right? So you'd have to eat about 400 oranges daily to get the same neutralization of 1 million free radicals, right? But you'd spend a lot of time in the bathroom, and honestly, I don't think you could consume 400 oranges. So there's the problem. Antioxidants are good for us. Yes, we do need them. Yes, they combat these free radicals, but we need something more potent. What happens is you need NRF2 activated. When we're younger, we have tons of these antioxidant enzymes, but our environment, oxidative stress, the things we get exposed to slows down the production of these enzymes. So by activating this pathway, it goes out and it makes more of these enzymes. And then these enzymes can neutralize. SOD, for example, can neutralize 1 million free radicals per second, every second of the day, 24 hours a day. That is incredible. So what happens is you're with Protandim, your body's back down to the level of when you were in your 20s, right? I started taking this around 11 years ago. I was 40 plus, right? And I used to say I feel like I'm in my 20s. Now I feel like I'm in my 30s. What happened to me when I took this 11 years ago is I got my energy back. All I was tired and run down. And I have to tell you, if you're feeling tired and run down, that is not normal. We are not supposed to feel that way. I got on this, I got my energy levels. Like I said, I felt like I was in my 20s. You do age. So I say now I feel like I'm in my 30s, right? And I got my mental clarity, my focus, my brain. It was like when I was in my 20s, how you can do multiple tasking, multiple things and keep everything organized. And, that's how I felt in my brain. And I just felt just energized, right? Just energized and full of life, right? Because I had reduced that oxidation in my body. Um, uh, Here are some of the studies that have been published in PubMed, some of the universities. Look at Harvard University did research on this, right? Ohio State University, University of Colorado. I mean, just it's incredible. LSU, Louisiana State, and American Heart Association has a study with Protandim in it. Like, these are incredible journals, incredible universities. They're not going to waste time on something. What they were interested in was because it could reduce oxidative stress by 40%. And nothing that they had ever seen could do that. Nothing that we know of today. This was developed in 2003. Until today, nothing has been able to do, almost 20 years later, right? Nobody has been able to duplicate. Why? Because we have patents. So we have patents protecting this product, so nobody can copy those herbs, right, and put them together. They can try other herbs. You're going to find other NRF2 activators out there, but look at the research. None of them have 28 peer-reviewed studies, and none of them can claim that they reduce oxidative stress by 40%. I haven't found one yet. If you find one, send it to me. I'd love to see it. We've been on NBC, Wall Street Journal, ABC, even Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil had Donny Osmond on it several years back, and he talked about this, that this was like his Energizer Bunny pill. He didn't say that. I can't remember the exact words, but he said on it that he just felt energized. That's how he was doing his show in Vegas, night after night after night. So it was awesome to see that on Dr. Phil when that came out several years ago. Okay, so I love science because I love facts, right? People can tell you stuff, but I like to see a combination of what's it done for you, but give me some facts. Look at what Washington State University is saying about NRF2 activation. It's potentially the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. Like, drop the mic. When I saw this, when I heard this, I was like, I'm going to be on this for the rest of my life, right? And that's what I've done. 11 years now. We've all been on it in my household. So we took that science, the NRF2 activation, and we produced some cutting edge products. We put it into skincare, hair care, personal care, even energy drink, a nootropic, right? And we're June 1st, we're coming out with some body care, CBD enhanced. And I just got off a training with a doctor, and she said this is going to be the only CBD and enhanced NRF2 body care in the world. Nobody has, I don't think anybody has skincare with NRF2 in it, but we're going to have skincare with NRF2 and body care with NRF2 and CBD, because CBD is an anti-inflammatory, right? So I'm super excited when this comes out on June 1st here. So we've got some amazing products. That we're not going to go into all the details of it, but if you're thinking of people that need to learn about this, if you're thinking of people that you want to share this with, then stay another 5 minutes and let me tell you about the opportunity side of it and how it works and how you can share this with people, right? Because right now, people are looking for a side hustle, right? People have lost their jobs, got hours cut back, and they're looking, they have part-time gig. Lots of people, you take an Uber, I haven't met one Uber driver that says that's what he does full time. Every Uber driver, ask what they do, this is their side hustle. And there's a million reasons. And there's a lot of professional people that are driving Uber, right? And we're a social economy. We share things all the time on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We're sharing what we're doing, right? We're very social. So you share, people see, they ask you questions, and you get them on a Zoom a Zoom like this, or if you're live on Facebook watching us. That's how simple it is. You don't have to know the whole story, right? When I got started, I had never done this type of business before, but I was looking for something that when I was praying and asking God for something, when my husband put me on that budget, I knew what I didn't want. I didn't want to be away from my kids anymore. I didn't want to work 50, 60, 70 hours. I didn't want a boss. I didn't want the stress that came along with that job. I wanted something else. I was willing to do anything, right, on a part-time basis, right? And so this was perfect because I could do it from home. I could do it in between my kids' activities in life. I could do it in the nooks and crannies of my life. I like to tell people, today I do almost everything with my phone. We have an app that I can send you information. I can send you a shopping cart. Everything is done with that app, right? And as long as you have internet, computer, app, phone, iPad, that's all you need to do this. I can do it from anywhere. I could move today and live anywhere, as long as there was some internet, and I could share this with people. That's how simple it is, right? There's no, I don't have a brick and mortar store. I don't carry inventory. Someone just asked me the other day, well, do you carry inventory? And I said, nope, I carry what I use and my family uses. I probably have a little bit extra for us, because if we run out or somebody doubles up or somebody goes on vacation and takes the bottle instead of a couple of pills. So, and there's an online shopping portal that makes it super easy, right? So what we're doing is we're building two things. We're building a network of customers and we're building a network of distributors. So you share this information and wherever people are at, right? We have tons of customers. In my business, is over 90% are all customers. And some of those customers love this so much, when they feel comfortable with it, they hop over and they upgrade and they become a distributor, and then they start sharing it, right? And then we have some people like me that when I first saw this, I said, well, I'm going to jump in the pool 100%, right? And I'm going to see what happens. I had no clue what it would happen and what this would turn into. But fast forward today, 11 years later, over 90,000 people, 90% of those people are just customers, people who love our product, and they're on it month over month over month, right? And so you work with the distributors, you help share this information. If you get started today, you can invite someone tomorrow to be on tomorrow's opportunity presentation, same time, a different person, pretty much the same story, because all we're doing is telling the company story, the product story, which doesn't change, and our stories that's weaved in through this, right? That's all we're doing. It's that simple. So we can do everything from a computer, like I said, a telephone. We have an app in there. You create a shopping cart. So you share some information, get them on a Zoom, talk to them, find out their specifics. Do they need something? Everyone needs the NRF2 activator. Then you got to figure out, do they want something for their gut? Do they want something for their skin? Do they want something for their hair? For their brain, they want more mental clarity. You just have conversations and then you put a shopping cart together and send it off to them. Easy peasy. It ships every month. right? You can stop it, you can change it, you can push it out if you fall behind. There's no obligation. They really make it simple. We're in over 20 countries around the world. So everybody knows somebody somewhere, or if you don't know somebody in these countries, you may know somebody that knows somebody in those countries, right? That's how I got into Australia. I told somebody who told somebody who told somebody, and that somebody told their daughter who lived in Australia, and Australia was just starting out. And today she's one of the top leaders in Australia. So you never know where this is going to go, and who you can bless with this, right? Because the most important thing is our health, right? And everyone around the world wants to be healthy. And so we are at the forefront of this biohacking and nutrigenomic science, which is nutrition for your genes. Give your genes the right nutrition, and they'll be happy little cells. How do you get started? It's $50 to get a starter kit, and then you pick some products, right? Because you want to get on the products, right? So the best way is to get a pack, because the pack you're gonna save money, either 20%, 25%, or 30%. How much money do you want to save? I like to save money, so if I were starting today, I would get the platinum pack. $12.50. That includes the $50 to start, which is a starter kit and a website. You get a free website. Where all the information is there, tons and tons of information is there, to help you share with people, right? And you get a little bit of all of the products for you to try. So how do you get paid? You get paid weekly and monthly. As you enroll customers and distributors, you can get up to 40%, and then you get paid monthly. As people order month over month, you'll get royalty commission, generational match, and elite pools, about an average of 5% month over month. So what does that look like? If I come in with the gold pack, $650, I find 3 friends who I talk to, they get excited, they want to become a distributor. If they all get the gold pack like me, I'm going to get 200, 200, 200. So I've almost got my money back from what I put in, right, to start my business. Not a bad deal. Can you find 3 people that want to do this with you? Yes, you can. You may talk to quite a few. A lot are going to want to be customers, but that's okay. You keep talking and talking. You will find someone who sees this too and wants to share it too. Some people want to make part-time income. Sometimes people want to make full-time income, and some people want to make big-time income. How do you make royalty commission where you get paid over and over again? Well, you start talking to people. Here's an example with 5. So if you find 5 people that want to do this with you, they spend $200 a month, either them or with customers, they're going to get an average of $20 a month. Not a lot, right? But now those 5 people go out, and so you got 5 people talking to people, right? Sharing this information. Then they find their 5 people. Now we're at 25, $250. Those 25 go out, they start talking to people. Now you're at 125, right? Now you're making $2,000 a month. Not bad. That's part-time to full-time income. Those 125, do you see what I'm saying? It's like the compound effect of a penny. Do you want $1 million, or do you want a penny that compounds every day over and over again, right? That compound effect, that's what's happening here, because people are telling people and they're sharing it. You can do all the advertising in the world, but the best advertising is word of mouth advertising still. If I see a commercial, I can see it 4 or 5 times, but then my friend tells me, hey, have you tried that? No. Did you have results? Did you like it? Yes, I'm going to try it. The commercials were planting a seed, but when my friend tells me that she tried it and she liked it, I'm all in and I'm going to try it. So now you get to 600, 125 people. They tell people 625 people. Those 625 people are continuously out there telling people. Now you're up to 3,000, over 3,000 people making over $30,000 a month. That's just a simple example. The more you help your team and the people that you bring in, the more you make. That's why we have this generational match to help people, helping people. That's what I love about this business. I could never find 90,000 people on my own. But because I found a few who I taught them and I helped them, and then they learned and they started going out and talking to people and duplicating that. Then we work as a team and we grow this as a team. But the company didn't stop there. The best bonus is the elite pool. What they did is they take 4% of the global sales around the world. They put it in 1% into each bucket. And when everybody helps everybody, and you help the company, right, grow, then, you probably heard of profit sharing. Well, this isn't profit sharing. This is revenue sharing. They take global sales, right? You don't have to have someone in Japan, but they take the global sales of the company. When you get to Pro 7, you get 1 share. When you get to Pro 8, you get 2 shares. When you get to Pro 9, 3 shares. In Pro 10, 4 shares. A 7 is 100,000 of sale, 100,000 points of sales volume going through your organization. A Pro 8 is 200,000, a Pro 9 is 500,000, and then a Pro 10 is over $1 million a month of sales volume going through your organization. Those numbers can seem outstanding. When I started 11 years ago, I didn't think that this could happen to someone like me. But I just kept talking and talking to people. And as I brought people on, they kept talking and talking to people, and it has happened, right? So when you get started, we have an earnings income disclosure. Pro 3 is 5,000 in sales a month. They're earning about $581. And then as you help those people find their people, tell the story, talk to people, then you get to Pro 5, that's 20,000 in sales a month. Pro 5s are earning over almost $3,000 a month. And then the Pro 7 that I talked about, now you start sharing in the global commission, right? The elite pool, you start sharing in that. That's 100,000 of sales a month. That's over $12,000 of average income a month. That is life-changing to people. I remember when I hit Pro 7, I couldn't believe it was happening. And it was just the most incredible feeling. And I knew that this was something huge and that the world needed to hear about it. I'm a Pro 9 in the business. You can look at the Pro 9 income. That has been life-changing for our family. It's given us choices, and that has been the biggest blessing. And I didn't do this alone. I have Pro 9s in my business, Pro 8s, Pro 7s, Pro 6s, Pro 5s, Pro 4s, all in my business. And we'll have some Pro 10s soon. Hopefully in this next year, we'll have some Pro 10s on our team. So it's just so exciting, because not only has my life changed, but people that I've talked to, that they've talked to, their lives have changed. Totally get this isn't for it isn't for everyone, right? But are the products for everyone? Absolutely. And this business could be for everyone, right? If you can do one thing, right, is believe in yourself and begin to dream again. That is super important. So you're probably thinking, can I do this? Yes, you can do this. I didn't know any of this. I was deadly afraid of public speaking. If I knew that I'd have to be doing this to thousands and thousands of people that are going to see this, that are seeing this, I never would have thought that I'd be a public speaker, right? That I could even pull this off. And here I am, right? Because it's just a story that I'm telling. You probably tell stories all day long. So this is just another story that I'm telling. So, but we have tons of support. We have support, customer and distributor support. We have the app that has artificial intelligence that helps us along with our business. We can build this business from our phone. We have education, skill set, mindset, leadership training. We have monthly training, monthly calendars to help us. We have monthly and quarterly training, and yearly a global convention. People come from around the world, and you meet people with all kinds of amazing stories from all different backgrounds, right? From no high school degree or diploma to all the way up to PhDs, doctors with PhDs, because they've seen this science, they've seen the opportunity, and they want to share this with people, and they want to be part of this. So this is really, really exciting. I hope I was able to help you a little bit, make a decision. So please get back to the person that invited you here tonight and let them know, hey, I have more questions, or I'm ready to get on the product, or I want to know more about a distributorship. I want to be part of this company, right? Part of this. If you look behind me, this is my dream board. The top half are my dreams. I've had a dream board for many, many, many years, and my kids have had dream boards also. I totally believe that we need to keep dreaming. We dream a lot when we're young, but we stop dreaming. Don't stop dreaming. Dreams can come true, right? Below is my team members that want to be Pro 7. The first big goal, they want to be Pro 7, and a special gift that they'll get from me. I love helping and blessing people. So I hope this helped you. I hope this helps you make a decision that can change your life forever, like it did for me. I thank God every day that my neighbor Kerry Williams came over and told me about this, because I would not be living this life that I am living now. So thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and see you soon, everyone. Thank you, everyone.